Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today you are going to learn about a hidden gem in hunt for a scholarship and application to your opportunities abroad, that is social media. So over the years we've used social media for entertainment, but nowadays that's not the case because most recruiters, universities, professors and scholarship programs are advertised in social media, and I'm going to show you in this video how you can use X, which was formerly known as Twitter, and LinkedIn to actually get into these opportunities. So how to use X to get into these opportunities? It's very simple. Later on in the video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can actually do a search, and we are going to see what we are going to get and how you can actually get this. So, but the first things first, what do you need so that you can get these opportunities? There's something that you have to note, like when you are using social media, whatever that you are following, whatever hashtags you follow, whatever content that you like, that is what mostly is predicted in your account. So this is what I did when I was applying to these opportunities. I started following accounts, following people who post a lot about this, and following also universities, recruiters, and all these is like social media reads your brain. So if you follow these hashtags, you engage with content that is geared towards opportunities and scholarships, it's going to actually predict. So what you need to do is you follow these people and you let social media algorithm do work for you. So you'll be waking up in the morning and immediately you get your phone, you go into X, an opportunity comes up, and this is how you are going to get these opportunities. So the people to follow here are people who actually post about this, and also universities, institutions, and using these hashtags. So for instance, when I created my LinkedIn, so I'm talking about both LinkedIn and X. So when I created my LinkedIn, I did not know like how to go about it. I was just randomly looking at pages. But when I started developing interest and I started following individuals who used to post these, let's say most of the people that I followed were from West Africa, that is Nigeria, India, and also Ghana. So they kept on posting these, and sometimes I was down. I had even forgotten about applications, but immediately I will open these pages and see these. I'll like get motivated and start doing the application again. So what you do is you follow these handles, and then the next thing now is to know how to search these opportunities in these platforms, because you can have them, but if you're not using the right keywords, you will not be able to get it. So before I show you how to use the right keywords for you to get these opportunities, let me tell you what social media, especially X, can do for you. So there are new professors who are recruited to universities, and immediately they are recruited to universities, they need to set up their labs so fast, they need to start going. And the quickest way that these professors can advertise their work is to quickly go to social media and write there on X that I'm doing this, I started a new lab, I'm a new PI, I'm a new principal investigator, I'm a new professor in these and these universities, and my lab will be starting, and this is what I'll be dealing with. And these professors actually say that they need students, and they are open for applicants. So these are the people that you go ahead and contact or DM, send them a direct message in LinkedIn or in in Twitter, and they are going to reply to you. Before I came, I had connected to two professors who I actually met in social media, that time it was called Twitter, and they gave me positive responses. The only problem that happened is I had asked about them for that opportunity, and the deadline for application in these universities had passed. Therefore, like, I could not apply. I had to wait like in another application cycle. So a professor can be interested in you, but they also have to follow rules. Like, there are rules set by graduate school to govern application and the cycles that students will come in. So let me tell you what happened in one of the universities, one of the professors. So I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a professor had written like he had congratulated himself, and he was saying that every dream is possible. And what was right there is that I have received a grant of $1.4 million to pursue my research in my lab. So as a prospective student, for me, I congratulated him. I did not tell that, but I was like, congratulations for this. But in my mind, I was like, this is somebody who has received a grant, $1.4 million. That is a lot of money that he can be able to fund students. So I was like, this is the right opportunity, because when you reach out to these professors, what happens is, if they have money, they'll fund you. But if they don't have money, they're not going to accept students. So this was a golden opportunity, because I'm sure that the professor has funds and needs a person to like work with him in the lab. So I quickly sent a direct message to this professor in X, and then the professor took like 2 days. The professor replied. That was a US professor. The professor replied, and then what he asked was an email, and I provided the email, and then now the conversation started going on. So we started conversing and talking about, the professor was from Oklahoma State University. I won't mention the name and where he was from, but the conversation went on and it was headed to the right direction. It's only that the opportunity that gave me the University of Maryland scholarship came early, and I had to like forgo that one, but I referred somebody else to that professor, and they also got along well, and the other person also got an opportunity somewhere. I could not go to that professor. So what I'm basically saying is, you can meet these people in these platforms, you engage, you talk with them, and they'll give you Zoom calls, and you never know, you only need 1 year for you to like move ahead. So that is the first thing, you can get this professor. The other thing is like, you'll get these hurdles of, oh my god, I got application fee waivers for 14 universities just by searching and looking for these opportunities in X, and I'm going to show you how to do it in a second. So there are so many, like, these departments and these campuses hold events, and the best place for them to advertise these events is social media. Like right now, universities, campuses, like when they are doing events, the best place, like they are going to get people to attend to these events, if they post it on X, they post it on Instagram, they'll post it on their LinkedIn platforms. And when you are going through these, let's say a particular university or a particular department in a university will be hosting an open tour. Like open tour is when they are talking about what they offer in their department, when like they are brought in like professors from that department and they are showcasing their work. What happens is, I don't know how they do it, but it's like they are compensating you for your time, and also like they are appreciating the fact that you honored to go to their event, and through that they'll say that we are waiving application fee for people who will attend to that event. So that is how easy you can get your application fee waived. So without further ado, let me show you how we are going to use X to get these opportunities, and showing like the right keywords to search. So I've opened my X account, and I'm going to go into the search bar, and we are going to type something. So let's start with application fee waiver. And what to note is that these opportunities mostly come towards that period of application. So let's say for US universities, the application is always done in September, October, November. Let's say from October, November, and December. So most deadlines are in December. So in October, or even September, and October, November, December, you'll get so many of these opportunities open, and you can quickly go there, and when you put in the right keywords, you'll get them. So let's, for instance, okay, it's long since I followed these people, so I may not get as much as during that, as much as compared to during that time that I used to follow these opportunities up and down. So for application fee waiver, what you need to type is just application fee waiver. Let's see. So you see, There's an opportunity here: study in the US, graduate application fee waiver at St. John's University. So the Office of Graduate Admission will be waiving the application fee waiver for newly submitted apps from May 1st through May 15th. So right now it's May 27th. So this opportunity has passed. But you can see like there's somebody who talked about that opportunity. So if you are going to apply to that university, you will have if you had done this early, you'll have seen that, oh, this university is waiving application fee from this time to this time, and you quickly will have applied to this university, gone there, researched, and you will have applied to this university. Who knows, you will have gotten in. So let's keep scrolling. And then there's this Florida Gulf Coast University's application fee waiver 2025. So fall 2025 free application available, and this expires. So you see, this is information posted online. You can open that and go and try to read this. And then let's keep scrolling. So we apply to Canada with 100% application fee waiver. And then there's one for Australia. Then there's down here somebody else who's talking about applications. And also you have to be careful, because there are some agencies also that will want you to go ahead and talk to them or pay them so that you can get all this, but you have to be careful to like get genuine university websites. So there is something here: Montclair State University application fee waiver. So you can see like this one is from their department. Join the Office of Global Engagement to learn more about Montclair State University's our programs and application process. So to find, and then all attendees will receive an application fee waiver. You see, this is what I was talking about. Like, you are joining their functions or their events, and then they are giving you application fee waiver. So and then let's go on. So here is a sample how to request application fee waiver. So there are some people who don't know like actually how to request application fee waiver. So sometimes you don't need to attend these events, but you can write directly to the graduate coordinator and you can get your application fee waived. And for instance, that is what this person here is talking about, like how to write good emails. So I just sampled on an application fee waiver request email I sent to program coordinators and graduate school directors when I was applying for admission in the US, and decided to share with you all. So the person has shared here the template. So you can see here the template. And actually, maybe this person got that application fee waiver. You can use that kind of template. So let's keep going. So you see like this one here, University of San Francisco application fee waiver. Get a $55 application fee waived for any graduate program. So you can then go to, if you see somebody has written this, you quickly go to that university website and try to search it up and see how they're waiving their application fee. So there's somebody here who has written, congratulations, one of you waived in. So this one is acknowledging this particular person over here, because they may have reached out to them to help them like in waiving their application. So like you'll see so many of them. And a pro tip here is like, when, let's say you are doing this in the month of September or October, when the application season is at the peak. So once you do that search, you come here and get the latest. So when that period is open, you'll be getting like things posted quickly. Like right now, people have gone, like the semester is over and people have gone for the summer holiday. So you may not get a lot of opportunities as you will have gotten during that time. And then the other keyword that you can use is no application fee. So just write no application fee. So if you're following the right people and the right hashtags they will suggest content for these particular things. So sometimes if you're not following these hashtags, it will suggest content for maybe applying for a job, applying for visas, applying for other things. But if you're following the right hashtags, it's going to suggest these. So this one here is saying study in the US, no application fee needed for masters and PhDs. So then you like now this person here is a perfect example, because the person has screenshot, taken a snip of a university website. So let's expand it and see what it says. It says Tulane University. So application fee, we do not charge application fee for PhD programs, MS or MS programs graduate. So you see, you've gotten a tip, like these applications for 2025 will open in September 2024. So you'll quickly go to this university to learn here and try to look at this School of Sciences and Engineering and see if that is your area, then you can easily get that application fee waived off. So there are so many others, no applications. So 2026 deadline, this one is saying big news for fall 2026 admissions are now open with no application fee and no GRE GMAT required. So this is somebody who has shared about this opportunity. So let's see which university is this. It was so I can't see the university, but the School of Architecture is unable to provide. And then 2026, it's applicant's responsibility to ensure all application materials. Then note down here the application clauses, and I'm just trying to see where they're talking about no application fee. Okay, I can't seem to find it, but not all of them. If you can follow or also directly write to this person so that you can get that information. So you see, like there are some also will talk about no IELTS, like no standardized test. That is for application fee waiver. Now let me quickly show you now how you can get an opportunity. There are so many keywords that you can use, like to get opportunities, like you can get application fee waiver. It's only that you need to be creative. So now let's talk about a PhD position or a graduate position in the US. So as I said earlier, like there are so many professors who will be taking in students, and this is the easiest platform to to get these students. So let's do a search. The first one that will put is PhD student position, because those are some of the keywords that they'll use. Wow, you see, there's quite a number of them. So like here, the first one that comes is PhD student position in plant developmental biology, University of Alberta, that is Canada, starting January. So you see, like here it's advertising this opportunity that you can go and look more about it and send your applications or directly contact these professors. And trust me that there are so many people who write to these professors who the professor will think that they're not qualified. But if you write to them, the professor will feel like you are the best candidate to go to their lab. And then there's also this one here, 4-year pre-doctoral contract offer. And it's talking about, so it's a PhD position available in my lab, fully funded. So you see, this is what I was talking about. This is a professor who's who has a lab, and she is personally saying that there is a position in their lab. But remember, this was in 2024. So the pro tip that I told you is you come here to the latest and try now to look at what has been posted, the latest, when we are nearing the application season, you'll find so many of these opportunities. So there's this PhD student position in brasinotroid hormone research. And then, so this is a link actually. It's going to, so posted date is 26th May, that is yesterday. And then you are going to look at all the description about that position. Then there's here, graduate student position, season, open position. The location is Auburn, Alabama, and College of Forestry. So let's read more. The supervisor, even this person has showed who the supervisor is, the job summary, and even the lab. And then now from there, the person has provided links that you'll follow and you get this opportunity. Let's look at another one. So there is one for Sweden, and there is also something, sometimes you may not get where you want to go, you may not come to the US, you may not go to Canada, but you can use other countries to be a bridge to where you want to go. So if you get an opportunity in South Africa, in other good countries, you can take that opportunity and use it like as a bridge towards where you are going. I met a friend recently, and the friend did his PhD in South Africa. And after he had completed his PhD, like as he was doing his PhD, because he had already gotten a master's, he was in South Africa, he wrote to the he had done his opportunity, like his master's in South Africa, and then his PhD also in South Africa. So as he was doing his master's, he went ahead to apply for EB2 national interest waiver. And before he even completed his PhD, he had gotten his EB2 approved. And right now, as we speak, he's waiting for his case to be current so that he can apply and get his green card. So you see, you can go to another country and do either your software engineering, do your science course, or anything like you want to go and pursue. And that can be a bridge between you to the first world countries like Japan, China, the US, and all these opportunities, you can find them in X. So let's use another keyword that is fully funded PhDs. And remember, I'd said you can go into a PhD program without masters. You'll watch my other videos to see how I see it. So there's this here who's saying, I'm accepting applications for fully funded PhD and master's students. That is for September, to start in September 2025. So this is a professor who's actually advertising her lab here on X, and she has even given you the links to apply to our team and the eligibility. You can quickly go to this professor here, follow the professor. The professor is actually from Alberta, and go ahead here and follow the professor, or if they have allowed direct messaging, you can contact them directly. So sometimes you can come to the comment section and see what other people are saying. So to all Nigerians that want to respond to this, please, for the person to know what you are paying, that you are paying attention to details, do the following. So you see, like, this is a person who's giving you tips in the comment section on what you should do, so that you can like show this person that you are a better candidate to do this, to join her lab. So in the comment section, you can see a lot of things. You can also look at which subject you are offering. So I hold, like, you don't want to be the person who's coming here in the comment section to ask about that opportunity, but you can go to the comment section so that you can get tips like the first one here. This person is talked about, and then you can also see, good morning, so you don't want to go to the comment section and try to like see if the person is going to do the right thing. And then you have been admitted to a fully funded PhD program with scholarship. That is what my mentee work. Okay, so this is like, these are now something also to note, like in this platform is where you will get somebody to mentor you. It is very easy for you to get into a graduate and PhD position if you have somebody who's mentoring you. By mentoring you, I mean like pushing you, and this person is there to look at your documents, is there to like advise you on visas and all these. These are what we call like mentors, and you can get these mentors in these spaces. And trust me, like, not all of them will ask money from you. Others will do them for free, because we were also helped. Like, I do some stuff and I do advice to other people for free without charging them anything, because there's somebody also who held my hand. So in these platforms, you'll get people who will push you, and it's easier to get people from other countries just through these platforms. And these people have valuable information, and they'll schedule Zoom calls, they'll be talking to you, and you'll move very fast if you have these mentors. So The last keyword that I want to talk about, there are so many of them. You can say looking for PhD students. Okay, let's say looking for PhD students. Looking for PhD students. So the reason why I'm using PhD is because so many people want to invest into getting PhD students because they'll stay in their lab for longer. And you can still get these PhDs with only a bachelor's degree. You don't need a master's. So PhD, like a professor in our department will not invest in a master's student, because once you come in, you are taking the first 2 years to just learn. The first year is to even learn about the environment. The second year is now you've started getting the skills and you've not started knowing like the direction of the lab, where the lab is headed to. So by the time you finish the second year is now you are ready to comfortably work in the lab without so much supervision. So you'll work in that lab for the next 3 years. So if a professor is accepting somebody, they will not accept somebody who's coming in for only 2 years and then they go. They want somebody who will be there long term to help them to pursue their research. That is why I'm keep on typing PhDs. So fully funded PhD students. So we've already seen this, so we go to latest, and then there's somebody here who's saying we are looking forward to welcoming prospective candidates for the second round of PhD interviews. This will be in detail like format. So this person is talking about, so there's something here, PhD intake, the second round of interviews in person. So like, are you still looking for PhD student? This is somebody. So PhD students in Canada for international students, like you'll get so much information. Let me type one more keyword, that is hiring. Okay, graduate position, biology graduate. You can even go ahead to like write what is your subject so that you can be tailored to what you're doing. So let's say graduate position, biology. So you see, we are hiring, we have an open PhD position to investigate regulation of glycogen metabolism in cyanobacteria. So this is like a PhD position that was advertised in microbiology, and it's actually a university. I'm not sure where it is, but it seems from Europe. So as I said, you can go to these universities and you'll get a lot of knowledge compared to what you currently have. And this one here, they have even showed where you can send your transcript or who you can talk to. And there's also one here, several PhD positions in structural molecular biology, bioinformatics. So you see, where is this? So this one is, I don't know the university, but there are details over here. So let's go to latest so that we can see what is their latest. So there is one here, graduate position, PhD on soil microbial dynamics in response to drought and wildfire. So you can go ahead and explore this opportunity. And then there is one here, graduate research assistant position available in Department of Microbiology, South Dakota. So you come here and see, there is even an email to where you'll be sending your details. So we can go on and on about all this, but what I wanted to show you is like how you can go ahead and get these opportunities. So what is preventing you from moving ahead is the right information and knowing how to navigate through this process faster. Make sure that you get a mentor, that you schedule. I remember there is one of my high school mates had that I had gotten an opportunity to travel abroad. And the person I'm talking to you about, he's already here. He's doing his PhD in Syracuse University, and one day I'll bring him over here to talk about his experience and application. So what he did is he took me as his mentor. Yeah, I was his age mate and we were in the same high school, but he treated me as his mentor. And we used to schedule Zoom calls and Google Meets almost every month. And he's the one who used to initiate this. He'll schedule that and he'll send me a link and we'll go there. He'll spend the whole 1 hour asking me the questions that he had, where he was in his application. and how could give this person insights on how to navigate through these. And one day he told me that he had sent 49 emails, and the 50th email that he sent out actually got interested in him, and he's the professor that they are working right now in Syracuse University in New York. So go ahead and get these mentors. They are all over in the internet. All you need to do is reach out to them. In this channel, I do post a lot of information on getting scholarships. Make sure that you subscribe and you watch out on other videos so that you can get insights. See you in the next video, and good luck in your application.